Hello, welcome back to my channel, to Enjoy Plans. Today I have a plan with me in my Recollections planner featuring this adorable kit from Sugar Pop Fizz called Summer Breeze. And when this art came out, I was like, oh, that's super cute. And then when Sugar Pop Fizz released what she did with the purple, I was like, so sold. I have been really into purples in kits lately, and this like shade of purple I feel like is never in kits. Like sometimes we'll see like a lavender or maybe like a brighter shade of purple, but this kind of like richer dark color is so cute. And I love it because if you use Carly Plan's like assorted doodles, which is what I always get the assorted, the purple shade was like spot on, and I like never get to use that. I had so many of the purples, so I pulled it in pretty much whenever I could. So I was a happy camper about that. It's fun to like find a perfect match to one of the colors. But yes, so this kit, like I said, the colors were so fun. I thought about color blocking, but I like them all too much. And I feel like I've done a lot of color blocking lately. So I just wanted to use all the colors, and I feel like it's good to switch it up because, yeah, like I said, I go back into color blocking next week. But for this week, I did pull in hollow foil. So in a second, I will pull in a 15 millimeter bottom washi from Sticky Essentials that I've had in my collection. Like I threw it onto an order like forever ago. And speaking of, I don't feel like I've seen like new releases from her shop, so maybe I'm just missing it. But yeah, like I said, I haven't purchased from them in a very, very, very long time, but I had it in my collection and it matched perfectly because it's like the hibiscus flower. And then I pulled in a quote overlay from the summer hollow foil like quote overlays that I got from Plana Hannah, and I pulled one that says Paradise and I put it over the box in the top of the sidebar. And then I pulled in a little May foiled script on the sidebar that is from Sugar Pop Fizz. So that is kind of the sidebar. I know you haven't seen any of that yet, but in case I get going on a tangent, which I 100% will. Oh, and then I forgot. I put in another quote overlay over that box I just laid at the bottom as well. Since I have like a full sheet of summer quotes, in hollow, I was like, I might as well use them. And so the quote that I end up putting over the bottom with the like clips and stuff says palm trees, coconuts, sunsets, hot nights, and salty hair. That was not this week, but that was the vibe of this kit. Yeah, like I've talked about before, it is not like even spring weather here, so it's definitely not summer weather, but I'm loving the summer kits in my planner. And I just put up a video with my June lineup, so if you haven't already seen that, definitely go check it out. But I'm still trying to figure out my July and August and like finish up my summer kits. I feel like summer art is like finally coming out, but some of them I like better than others, and I feel like sometimes I like the art collection, but I don't like how it turns out in kits, if that makes sense. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you'll see an art saying you're like, yes, 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 and then you see it in kits and you're like, well, maybe that's a maybe. So we shall see. I feel like there are still summer kits that are coming out, and I really want to button up my lineup, especially if I need to order it or if I need to do a printable. So yeah, I'm curious, when do you think it's going to transition to fall? Because I feel like it took a very long time for us to get to summer kits, but sometimes fall starts early, or I don't know. What's your guesstimate? When do you think fall kits are going to start launching? I did see Coffee Doodles released one fall art set, and I was like, whoa, too soon. We haven't even gotten summer art. But that was just my personal opinion. I feel like if I were to take a guess, I'd like to hope July is when the fall art starts coming, because I know like back to school a lot of times is in August. So hopefully in July we'll at least get like a back to school kit. But who knows? Maybe nobody's going to do those this year because I feel like those are becoming more and more rare. Okay, let's move back to the spread. That's just my tangents. The date dots are from, where are they from? Oh, Caress Press. They are in Sparkly Hollow, but like, it's fine. It doesn't bug me. And then I didn't have too much to mark for the pre-planning of this week, but I did use school scripts from Mick Plans, which if you didn't already know, shameless plug here, but I do have a coupon code for Mick Plans for her. She has the cutest scripts and doodles and characters, and you can use my code Gen20 to save 20% off and also get my freebie. And I also PR for Sugar Pop Fizz, where this kit is from, so you can save 20% Gen20 there as well, and I do have a freebie there too. So yes, it's always fun to get a discount. At least I always am looking for discounts because this hobby is expensive sometimes, you know? But for marking school in a minute, I will use the Mick Plans font 1 and then Little Backpacks from Carly Plans. And I do pick up like all of her colorways, almost all of her like monthly exclusive colorways. And this colorway was from last year. It was kind of that like mermaid colorway. I think it was from August or July of last year. It had to have been July, I think. Yeah. But finally got to pull in some of those like colorways some of those colors that match so perfectly with this spread. And then we are doing this thing called the ABC Countdown to Summer. I don't know if I've talked about it on my channel before, or if you have kids, if they've done this before, like when they were in kindergarten or maybe first grade or preschool. But it's a cute thing to do with little kids because we work on the alphabet so much, so they understand the alphabet. They understand, like how many letters and like the letters sounds and everything. And so every day you you coordinate like a theme or something fun to the letter of the day. So you start with A and then last day is Z. So this week it was letters D, E, F, G, and H. So we had like a D for Dino Day, E for extra recess, which I took that day off because that was a perfect day to take off. And I just got to enjoy being at home. I have personal days to use up before I switch over to my new school. So that was my personal day. And then, let's see, F was farm day on Wednesday, and it was so cute. I set up this little, like, pretend, farm with little plastic farm animals that a parent donated, and so the kids got to, like, adopt a farm animal for the day, and all of our activities revolved around it. Like, we've been focusing on All About books, so they wrote an All About book about their farm animal, like, they measured with their farm everything, so that was really cute. And then Thursday was grow day, so we planted and we had somebody come and talk about like soil, so they got to play with like worms and soil. It was cute. And then Friday was hat day, which they love because you're not allowed to wear hats at school, so it was like an exception. And then I bought like a white hat from Amazon, and I have fabric markers, so I had them all sign the hat, and that's the hat that I wore. And they thought they were so famous because they got to autograph my hat, and they thought it was so cool, like showing it off to their friends and siblings. So that was really cute. I love like those little things that make the kids feel extra excited about school and like extra proud. So you probably didn't care to know about that, but that has been consuming my week, so I wanted to share. This week was pretty low-key, like I talked about. Like, I feel like I had a lot of lazy nights, got a lot of YouTube stuff done. And then on Wednesday we lost power at school because it was so windy, but thankfully it was like the end of the day, and we have early release on Wednesdays for the kids, so then us teachers can do like professional development or like have like an hour or two of work time or like meet with our grade level team. But the power went out basically like 30 minutes before school got out, and then we couldn't do our professional development, so we got to go home. So it was like a win-win-win. The kids got to experience it for a short amount of time, and we got out of our stuff that we had to do. I was definitely not complaining, and it was kind of a nice day, even though it was windy, so I was able to go home and walk Sadie, and yeah, then I got to do some work this week, got some orders, and like focus back on my Etsy shop. I feel like I've neglected it a little. FaceTime my parents, which was fun. But yeah, this week I watched 2 new things. I watched the Married at First Sight reunion. So if you watched that, let me know. What were your thoughts? I feel like the outcomes were exactly what I was predicting. I was actually predicting those outcomes on decision day. So seeing them on the reunion, it was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It was still good. I feel like sometimes they try to like stir the pot a little too much at those reunions, but that's okay. It was still good, and I saw that another season is already coming out in July, so like that's awesome. Then I also watched A Perfect Pairing on Netflix with Victoria Justice, which I will forever just associate her with Victorious or Zoe 101, but here we are. Let me know if you watched either of those, and let's skip to the end. All right, here is the finished spread. There's some of that hollow goodness. I love how this turned out. I am a little sad I didn't color block, but at the same time, if I didn't color block, I don't think I would have I don't know. I was able to pull in this purple a little bit more, and I brought it in basically in every icon possible, or doodle, I mean. And yeah, overall it was a pretty good week. We got some sunshine some days this week. Like I was able to lay out and tan on Sunday, and that just like was amazing. It's just like what my soul needed. Other than that, it wasn't like too exciting of a week. Spent a lot of time with my parents. We had a power outage. I think I talked about that. Yeah, pretty much that's it. I prepped like my new classroom decor, trying to get it all done so I don't have to even worry about it this summer. And I definitely won't have to worry about it in the fall time as much. So yeah. I also started binge watching The Circle. I talked about some other shows, but I did, since filming the voiceover, binge watch The Circle. But I'm doing it season 3 because I forgot, I didn't even know there was a season 3 that came out. So catching up on that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye everyone.